back up finally. You know, and now like this shit's probably not working good. Stupid. Alright. I hope. Hopefully that's sorted, you know? I hope that's sorted out. So, what has happened here, man? Bitcoin. What has happened? It's a pretty decent short. Didn't really leave a perfect setup for me. I really think this is going higher too, so. Shorting this wouldn't have been too bad. Might have got hurt there. She shorted it and then we lost it. Short. I think this is still just headed higher. Anyway, let's just look on the longer time frame here. Just coming in and holding the 4 hour, right? Shitty 4 hour close. So we'll see. See if they lose this. This is what they need to hold. So holding for now. Holding for now. Shitty 4 hour close though. I don't really like how they close that like that. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, shitty daily close too, but it's all right. They had a shitty daily close here too, and they still pumped it. So pretty strong candle now if they close up here during the day. Can I show how's it going, Insig? Can I show how to mark the lost? You mean like how to mark it when it loses something? It's pretty simple, man. So how I look at it as, let's just clear this off so I can just teach you a little bit here. So, you know, they're making new highs, they're making new highs, they're making new highs, right? The old lows are always higher highs, right? So you're looking for the last higher the last higher low to be taken out, and not just taken out. You want to take it out with volume too, right? So you can see here they tried to take out the last higher low, but they didn't have any closes below, and there was no volume that came through, right? So this one, no, this is the spot to hold. This would be the spot to hold. Some people would count this as a loss. I would not. This is still like in containment. So the next spot to hold would be this. So they did take out the liquidity and pump it, and then this is the move that you're looking for the loss. So once they lost that, that's when you would get interested in shorts, right? So once they put in this move here, you would get interested in shorts, and you would buy a pullback on a fair value gap, or you would sell a pullback on a fair value gap. So you would sell a pullback into this area. So you can see. Even this is a valid short. And then you're targeting the first target would just be here, right? And you're targeting liquidity. You're targeting untested levels, right? So I don't know, it's hard when price is retracting up. It's looking for previous lost. I don't really understand what you're saying, right? So it's a bit tricky for me to try to teach you when I don't understand what you're saying. When a market's trending, you're looking for the last level to be taken out, right? So when it makes a new high, it's the last lower low. When it makes a new high, it's the last lower low, the last swing. So in this example, it made a new high and the last swing was here. So this is the important level to be taken out, right? This level right here. So once they took that out, and once they took that out with volume, yeah, once they had a significant move on the retest is where you'd want to sell it. And then you want to target an untested level. So an untested level, once you start understanding what untested levels are, you can start letting your trades run a little bit, right? So if you're looking at this, looking at all this shit here, you're looking for an untested level. So really, there's not much here, right? Like this is tested. This was tested here. This was tested here. This is tested. This was tested here. The first target that you would even consider taking would be this. So that's why there was a run here, right? That's why that's why people when it got to this level, that's why there was some selling from the people who shorted. The next level that's untested is kind of down here. There's a gap down here. You can see this is tested all by this, and then there's just a gap here, right? So even that is not the greatest. And then the other thing to target would be just the liquidity underneath it all. So the liquidity underneath it all. Does that make sense? It's a little difficult to understand. Maybe, I don't know. It's pretty straightforward though. You can do it in reverse too, right? So when the market's here, let's look at this for example. Yeah, sometimes on different charts it's a little bit different. So let's take this for example. So we're in a wicked downtrend here. So the first thing to gain would be this right here. Right? This would be the first thing to gain. So once they gain that, and they gained it with such a good move, on a retest of this level is where you want to get long. And you want to target up here because all this is tested. So the first target should be here. I hope that made sense. It's a little, sometimes it doesn't make sense, but and then this is all on the 15-minute price analysis, right? You should really be really doing your analysis on like the 4-hour, so you can capture a bigger move. You know what I mean? Like you want to try to figure out what's going on the 4-hour chart, and then do your entries on the small time frame. So like right here, it's pushing up on a 4-hour swing. So this is the level to hold. Bitcoin needs to hold this level to continue the uptrend, right? At the very least, it needs to hold this level, but it needs to hold this level is an important level to hold, right? It's a 4-hour swing. So in here, when you see a reversal, that's when you want to try to be getting long, right? So in here, you'd be looking for reversal patterns on the 15-minute. So this is this would be the level to gain. This could still come down and test this level. There's a nice fair value gap here. Yeah. It's a nice gap right here. Yeah. It's this swing that we're looking at, right? This is all filled. This was tested here. So if it does come down there, that's not a bad place to hold. Kind of lines up with this. I don't know. We'll see. Lines up with the 4-hour bodies. I don't know. That's kind of where I would be looking. That gap, if they do come back down. You kind of don't want to see them come back down that far though. We look at the 1 hour here. Yeah, if they start coming back down now, they're failing the 1 hour, so it's going to be a 1 hour continuation down. So they really would need to hold. You really don't want to see them get back underneath this. Anyway, we should really get ready for the main markets. Let's look at ES. Oh, I need to log into this shit. I hope, is everything going good now? So I just needed to reconnect my fucking stream. You know? And now everything's working? So stupid, dude. I don't know. Fucking retarded, man. Let's have a look, sure. What's the ticker? BSE? BSE? BSE. BSE Limited. Quite the move on the 1 hour. Yeah, you know, I do like how they took out the liquidity here. Marching right along, you know, on the higher time. This is a higher, like, monthly time frame. Weekly, at least. Yeah, just, like, holding the weekly. It's a pretty good spot for it to bounce. Big weekly fair value gaps. This one has already been tested, but there's a huge weekly fair value gap here. 2 of them, right? And this is the weekly retest. So, you know, this is it's not a bad spot for its bounce for sure. I'd be waiting on the 4 hour maybe. The weekly 4 hour, yeah. Yeah, it's already gained too on the 4 hour. So on any kind of pullback, this is okay for a buy. It's gonna run into trouble though, because you have this, you have gaps here. This is the last level lost. Let's see the daily. Oh, the daily's way up there. Yeah, so this level is going to be resistance, but any pullback, you're probably good into that level, at least 15% on a pullback. See if they can pull it back a bit, you know. Be looking to buy like this area. Something like that. Anyway, let's look at ES, man. Wow. What did I miss? What's up, BDP? I missed yesterday. Did you guys win yesterday? Everybody a winner? Winner, winner, chicken dinner? Everybody have a winning time? I might be out of the market today, boys. Arriving here a little late. Would have liked to get involved there, but even that is kind of shifty. I'd like to just see new highs. Yeah, cha, 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 cha. Yeah, maybe. That's kind of stretching it though, man. It's kind of stretching it, bro. Just on a dip there. Nah. It's all tested. I wouldn't want to take anything here. This is all. Yeah, if it dumps it, it's gonna dump it hard. Kind of be interested in down here if it dumps it. Yeah, I would be interested in below this if it dumps it on a setup. Yeah, I would have taken that short, dude. I looked at the market for a second. This was yesterday morning, right? Yeah, 9:30. Yeah, fuck. You know what I mean? Gave you a perfect setup. Was that yesterday? Yeah, that was yesterday. Perfect setup. Perfect taking it out off of this too, you know what I mean? I would have been all over that short. And I would have targeted here. So I definitely would have won yesterday if I came to the market, but we were a little busy. Honestly, the market it's not in a very, very great spot for me, man. I don't really love it. There is a little, if it does dip it, there's a little untested here on the 15, inside 15. Fuck, man, I don't know. Probably better off just waiting until it gets above the highs here, and then you know, reevaluating the play. There's nothing left to do. If it does dip it, this is a decent area for entry. But I don't know. I'd be much more interested down here, you know what I mean, down at 39, but I don't think it's gonna get there. I think we're just going to new highs. Maybe I'll buy a tick gain on this. Maybe, man. Yeah, you know, it's like, I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're going to new highs, but what are you gonna do? Just smash in at all-time highs? You need to wait for it to either a short to play or it to run a bit and then play the short and then play along. You know what I mean? It's kind of where it is. It's kind of what's up. I guess we do have this failure to gain. I don't really like playing this high though, man. You know, it almost never works out. Oh well, I'll be back in a minute, boys. I'm gonna have to be dipping in and out of the market, out of the stream here today, because I have a pool guy showing up to fucking clean a pool at one of the other villas, and he said he's been promising to come all day. It's literally 9 p.m. He promised at 9 a.m. he was coming. Fuck me. Oh yeah, new highs. Let's go. Let's go. ES new highs. What are you thinking, man? This could be a potential short. Could be. Bit tricky though, man. Shorting when it's just on a breakout like that. All right, we got a New York Open in about 37 minutes. Making new highs before the Open. Let's get rid of some of these lines here, yeah? What are we interested in? What are we interested in? This is tagged already. So I would just be interested in a dip back below this. A dip back below that, I guess. $6,815, you're saying, yeah? Is there a level there? I don't know. I'm not looking at it. I don't have it on my... Definitely need to be waiting for setups when we're in these kind of conditions. Yeah, man. The market's strong right now. Very bullish. Very, very bullish. The market's strong. It's so strong. I made a new character. You guys want to see it? Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at that paint job, man. So good. The market's so strong right now. So we got him, and then we got this guy too that we've made. Look at this little bird. Look at his fucking face, man. Look at his face. Look at his goddamn fucking face. Look at that shading I did on the back. Let's go. I got 4 more on deck. What part of Bali? I'm in South Bali, in a place called Umalas. It's about a 10-minute drive from Canggu, or a 10-minute drive from Seminyak in the other direction. It's like the Mecca, the main hub in this area. Everybody knows Canggu. My guy, I was just over at the villa and the guy was there finally. He's like, I'm like, where the fuck is the pool, man? And he said, he told me he was coming at 9, man. And I said, yeah, it's 3 minutes to 9. I don't believe he'll be here at 9. Yeah, you know it. When are you coming, bro? When are you coming, brother? You just let me know. There's a room here waiting for you. Honestly, you probably wouldn't like this area too much, though. It's so busy, dude. The surf is good, though. Like the surf in Canggu is pretty good. It's always breaking there. Yeah. Yeah, dude. DM me. Honestly, if whenever you come, dude, just let me know. You literally have a room here. All right, looks like market's breaking out. Market's breaking out. All right. Again, kind of just need to wait, man. Like we can't just be taking trades here, you know? It sucks. Didn't really give an entry. Might get into a liquidity short, but it'll be more of a scalpy scalp. The market's strong right now, boys. We be strong. Market's so strong. Yeah, I think it's pretty close to my profit taking zone. I'll probably take a 5% off there or something like that. If we get up to the mid, even low to mid 30s, I'll probably take like 10% off, something like that. Haven't decided exactly yet, but the markets it's a bit weird, man, because like we have so much room to run, man. We're cutting rates again this month. So like, you know, it takes a little bit of time for that money to get into the system. Really, I think anyway. I think that we have some room to run until the end of the year. In everything. And then I honestly think we're gonna see the biggest fucking collapse in every goddamn thing that you guys have ever seen in your whole lives. I think that will rival the COVID lows. Maybe not quite as low as COVID, but I think that will rival the COVID lows in fucking like in NQ especially. Weekly. Yeah, I think that will I think we'll get a test down here. Maybe not quite that low, but I think that we'll take this liquidity at 19. This is not tested really, so I'm just gonna put this box here. I'm gonna put this box here for later. This is what I'm watching for the big load up, boys. That'll be the big load up spot. Can we get this on a deeper? Let's look at on the monthly. Yeah, that's the monthly candle. We can tighten this up. All saving box. Yeah, I really think that's gonna be the area. Maybe widen it out a bit too. It's gonna be there, I think. Might as well put a line here. Around 20 to 19. In the 20s or in the 19s, I think. Look at the 3 month. I mean, you should really have a box here too, right? That's the 3 month continuation. So like, we should really have a box in that area too. But that's going to be kind of the two major boxes to be looking at. Definitely will be taking trades here too. But if they start failing that again, then look for like middle of this candle. So this should be marked too. Should almost put another box on here because this is a fair value gap on the 6 month. Trump's gonna wipe lives. Yeah, no doubt, it really will. But that's what's gonna happen. When does this 6 month candle end? This just goes until the end of the year, I guess, yeah? Yeah, this one ended in... July 2025. This one's... Yeah, till January. So, yeah. I think we're strong into the end of the year, and then most likely back to that, at least, you know? You know, take note, guys. Really, like there's gonna be some serious opportunity, man. You know, this shit does not just go straight up forever. I'm gonna be flipping short. I'm gonna be moving shit into the exchanges soon, for like, and I won't be even looking for PTs. I'm just gonna be taking shorts, and just it's either. I'll probably move the stop to break even to try to mitigate some losses, but I'll be looking for like major shorts. I think what I'm gonna do with the PTs that I take from the spot is move that to the exchange and use that for the hedge. All right, market in 23 minutes. 23 minutes. How did you guys trade yesterday? I know BDP said he killed it. What about you, Craftsman? And anybody else that's here? Oh, no. I thought you killed it, bud. Should look at Bitcoin on this longer time frame too, right? Just to get a sense of what's going on. Oof, this wasn't tested, man. You know? I love people to say that this is gonna just go forever, and this wasn't even tested. This wasn't tested, so like, get ready for 70K. Get ready, boys. Get ready for the giant lick underneath 74. $74 would be my guess. They've already taken that, but on the bigger time frame, it's not tested yet. They didn't test the 6 month. First 130s. I think we could even go higher, dude. I think we could have like 180s maybe, even if we're lucky. 130s to 150s I think is like, that's happening 100%. But then after that, depends how frothy we get, right? It makes for, you know, it's good with there's all these ETFs that are coming in, so, you know, get all these people pumping all this fucking money into it and then fucking pull the rug, man. That's how this shit goes. Keep them poor, you know. You know, keep them fucking poor. That's how it's been working for years, man. I would think we're going to 55 here. Maybe even overshoot it a bit, so like 61 or something like that. Probably a little stop off at around 35 or something like that. Front run of this maybe. We're almost in the area. Even like around 30, could see a pullback to this. Top of this 109, so maybe like 130 something, then 109, then 155 to 160, then 70, maybe even lower. We'll see. We'll see if they take the liquidity out from underneath this. That would be a little dramatic, but it all depends how frothy we get, boys. If we get real frothy, then, you know, start hearing like crypto's gonna save the world and XRP is going to 10,000. Watch out. Pretty tricky spot though for the markets. So kind of failing here. See. See if they can keep pushing. NQ holding the highs. This is a little bit of a failure here, boys. This is a run on liquidity though, so you know, kind of expected. See if they close this 4 hour underneath here, man. Like you really want them to hold above here on ES 97. You want them to stay above 97. So if you know, if they start closing the 4 hour down below that, we're probably going to see this thing fall apart. At least a little bit. But 4 hour doesn't close for 45 minutes, so we'll see. Still in the boat that we're going higher first. Should add gold to this, right? MGC. Quant Tower. Sometimes they're so stupid. Just have a look at gold real quick. Start looking at gold all the time too. It's pretty decent setup here. Earlier. See if they can hold the highs here. If they do pull back, not too bad. I have an opportunity on gold. They pull back to this level. They kind of already tested it on the way up though, so kind of the very least want them to hold this. That would be kind of the entry if you wanted to take a little stab on gold. Baba, let me have a look. I don't know. I don't think we have it anymore. Is this the right one? It's that right now. Yeah, I don't think we have it anymore. It's Pretty clean setup though. The price action clean on this for sure. It's in a decent spot to reject. Or keep going. Wow. What a move. What a move, bro. This chart's so choppy, man. It's so gappy. Too much gap. So many gaps. Yeah. I think they rip it on the open. I think we rip it. I think the open, we rip it. I'm not betting anything, but I'm betting that we're going higher. I just can't. We're not in a position to take bets here. You know. What are you gonna bet? Right at the highs, you're gonna bet it's gonna go higher? No, that's not how you play, right? You know, if I was here for this, maybe I could have took some longs yesterday or at 2 a.m. You're better off just wait, man. Like you need to wait. We need to wait to see what's going on with this 4 hour. Is this 4 hour going to close below this? Are they going to have a shit 4 hour close? If they do, then we'll look to get short and we'll look to sweep these 4 hour lows. But I have a feeling that they're going to close this 4 hour strong into the end of the fucking, or into the start of the market. And then, you know, I don't mind this one, but this one I don't like it now because it's so far away, right? And now that they've taken liquidity, like if they take liquidity and come down here, that has a real good chance for a shit 4 hour close. So then we could probably be headed lower. I wouldn't have mind this spot right here earlier if they dipped it here and grabbed it there. That would have been an all right trade. But not now. Not now that they've taken liquidity and they're, you know, potentially going to have a shitty 4 hour close. I'd rather wait to see. I'd rather wait. If they're going to go higher, that's fine. Let them go higher, and then we can look for a short opportunity up there. If they have a shitty 4 hour close. So if they close the 4 hour below 797, then I'll definitely be looking for shorts, and I'll be targeting 74, probably even lower, 74 and runners to 41. Who are we kidding? I'll be pushed out of the trade way before then. But that should be what the trade is. You know. Take PTs here, take another sweep of this, take a sweep of that, you know. If you have, depends how many contracts you have. But honestly, I don't think they're gonna close this 4 hour below this. I think they're gonna push the open. And then even if they push this down, like I said, this is kind of just a much riskier trade, right? Now that they've taken the liquidity and pushed this down, it's a way riskier trade. Maybe I'll take one contract long, you know, something like that. It's just the trade is way more risky now because they've taken this liquidity up here. Once they've taken that liquidity, and if they push this down to a spot where you would want to buy it, they're putting in signals already showing you that the bears are taking over, right? Because they're gonna have a shit close. So that's why I say I did like this trade back here. If they would have dipped this here pre-market. It's all inside trend bullshit anyway, man. The only real trade in this whole fucking thing was like back here. You know, this initial one. This one here. This. When they gained this and they retested this. Even that, it's like kind of a sketchy trade, man, for these longs. Not the easiest trading. When seeing this yesterday, I probably would have been shorting. You know, they failed this, so like on a retest of that, I would have got in. So I probably would have shorted this, not this. Where was 9 a.m. Yeah, this. I would have shorted this. I probably would have made money yesterday if I came, because I would have wanted to short this. So I would have shorted this, and I would have took profit targets on a sweep of that. And runners to here, and I would have lost out on the runner. Maybe break even, something like that. Yesterday, break even or make a little money. Okay, we got 4 minutes. Wasn't much volume yesterday. Yeah, it's a pretty choppy market yesterday. Looks like buyers are stepping back in. I think this goes. 4 chart for you. Do you guys like my video up on the screen? Like my camera? Is it too big? It kind of messes up the Russell chart there. You know? I can make it smaller. All right, man. 10 seconds. Here's the open. Let's get it, boys. We still got 30 minutes till the 4-hour close. So that's the more important thing. It's probably going to be a little back and forth here on the open. Probably for the next 30 minutes, honestly. So, like, I won't take, you know, trades like this, man. I this is not a good spot to take a trade. Even they might hold here and go. I just don't feel comfortable taking a trade, man. Better just wait. See if they can get back above 97, 98 area for ES. It's kind of the important spot. Looks like they're going to do it. Pushing again here. Yeah, 25 minutes until the 4-hour close. I'd like them to just rip it so I could, you know, I could entertain getting into shorts. This is what I wanted to happen. You know, dicking around at the highs and, you know, closing right at the level is not very cool for entering positions, for me anyway. How's Tesla doing? Man, oh man. Wow, BNB up 10% today. 7%, sorry. I remember BNB. I could have bought that ICO for like fucking a nickel. God damn it. I remember when it first hit the exchange, it was $1. Real tricky spot for trading, boys. Honestly, real tricky, because like when we're trying to do like a breakout like this, you know, and they've already had some price action up here, and like they've had this whole inside move. They could bang around this area for a while, right? Really, they could. And they've had this whole inside move already. You know what I mean? We've taken liquidity now. You know. Could just bang around here for a little while. We need to get up to like here for me to even consider going short. $8.20 maybe, something like that. Bitcoin losing the inside 15. Rejecting a tested level. But losing now. Needs to get back above this. Down here is a decent long opportunity for Bitcoin. If they do come down here. Can I look at MBT? Robust, what's up, brother? I'm just gonna flip over to Bitcoin here for a minute. This is just a 4-hour fucking hold. This isn't bad. It's a little much. 62. You take a long in the fucking upper range like this? I don't know about that. Okay, I'm gonna take a little Bitcoin long. Just a small one, bro. Just a small one. Yeah, winning streak intact. I didn't trade yesterday. Might be going down today, though. Market's in kind of a shit spot. Okay, I'm in long on Bitcoin. Just one small little contract. I might take one more. Okay, one more. One more. That's the last of it, though. It's the last try. It's a $147 try. Quite the rejection. I really love the trade. It's just the best thing that I could see. 14 minutes until the 4-hour close here on ES. Looks like this Bitcoin long is going to get stopped out. I'm going to take one more. Might as well take two more actually because we're so close to the stop. It's a $200 try. Not the best. Second test on a 4-hour. We're long Bitcoin, boys. We're long. Mm. $12 minutes till this close. Starting to look a little ugly. Be right back, guys. My God. Oh, look at this 4-hour close. Looks like shit, dude. Uh-oh. I might close this Bitcoin trade because these markets look like they're gonna dump, man. They really need to pull it together here in the next 7 minutes or we're in trouble. Five minutes until the 4-hour close. They really got to push it here or it's going to be over. Seeing some buying. Seeing some more buying. Looks like they're gonna close it. They're probably gonna close it close to the level. They're gonna try to get above it. All right, maybe I will keep this trade open. More buying coming in. ES and NQ back above the local highs. ES above the inside trend, not quite above the local highs yet, but above the inside trend. Kind of the inside trend's where it needs to stay above. So some buys in Bitcoin coming too. I just think if this thing breaks out here, then we'll see all markets, all market pump. Yeah. They know the important level. They closed right at it. So stupid, man. They know. They all know. Everybody knows. Everybody knows where the important level is to close above. Even pushing into it like that is pretty good. It's just when if there's a sell-off in after it, then it's not the best. Closing with strength into it on the 4-hour close, I like that situation better than where we were 5 minutes ago. Oh. One minute till the close. Seeing some buys in Bitcoin now too. I might try to get this stop into profit. I don't know. I don't really love this trade. Especially with this close. I don't love it. I'm closing it. Closing the Bitcoin trade. I don't love this close on ES, man. Unless they pump the shit out of it right here, like I don't like this close. Unless they close it, they pump it up in the next 45 seconds. I think we're going to be looking for shorts. I'm just going to start taking shorts right now. One short. Just one in my, is that all I'm gonna get? I'd like to get at least another 2. I might only get 1 short here, boys. Kind of shit, but what are you gonna do, you know? This is not looking too good for ES anyway. I haven't really been paying attention to NQ yet, but this is not looking the best for ES. Pretty shit fucking 4-hour close. And now the continuation down. Everything's tested down until down here. This will be the next spot down here. Even that's tested. I would say below 83. I should have took a little bit more off, man. We'll see. Maybe I can get a little bit more on. What do you think, BDP? What do you say, bud? Shit 4-hour close. What do you think? Maybe we'll hold this down here. 81, 80. I wish I had more. I'm putting the PT there though. I wish I had more than just one fucking stupid ass contract. This looks like it's gonna dump, man. I just have one contract. Are you fucking kidding me with this? Are you fucking ketamine with this? I don't think this will play. I think the only thing to play is down here. This. And honestly, this is on this internal trend like this. I honestly think this is gonna get swiped too. I wish I just had more than one, because we'll probably see some kind of reaction here, man. Might get an opportunity to enter in more too. We'll see. I will short this above this if this goes higher. think I got out of that Bitcoin position, yeah? Bitcoin position not doing too well now. That would have been stopped or close to it. I know you're not supposed to, like, you're supposed to play the chart, you know what I mean? But like when ES puts in a close like that, a 4-hour close, it's almost guaranteed that if Bitcoin hasn't dumped yet, it's going to. Kind of the more interesting levels down here on NQ. Wouldn't mind shorting more of this. To get 2 more. All right, we might get a little bit more here in here. Let's hope. NQ looking not too bad. Not as bad as ES. Quite the dump on Bitcoin. This is kind of an untested area right here on Bitcoin. Kind of too wide, man. Too wide. Yeah, let's see if we can get tagged in for a couple more. NQ looking a lot stronger than ES. How did the NQ 4-hour close? Yeah, NQ's 4-hour didn't even look even close to as bad. Still bad though. Have a look at Russell here too. Russell looking okay for a spot. Oof, not really. Looks good on the 15, but looks pretty shit on everything else. This looks good for a dump. Okay, still just one country. Freedom. Look at that. Look at that short. Wow. It was perfect. Should have been paying attention a little bit more on this one. Yeah, I could have easily got that. Took a short there. Well, we're gonna let this short cook for a bit. Looks like it needs cooking. Anything on gold? Let's have a quick look at gold here too. Gold, they're gonna try to hold this upper range. It's already tested. Uh-oh. Oh, market turnaround. Uh-oh. They did close this 4-hour above though, so could still hold up there. Could still hold up there. Fuck, I should have been paying attention on the Russell short, man. That was a way better idea. Oh well. Oh well, what are you gonna do? What are we gonna do? Let's see. We're up $67 on the day. $67. Appreciate that follow. Fed talks. I didn't see anything important on the docket. Just says FOMC member speaks. There's nothing really super important on here. It's all 2 stars. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, we'll see. These guys have already been speaking, right? They started speaking at 10. This 10:05 hasn't been that much movement. Nothing crazy. Yeah, they're on right now. I don't really pay attention to it too much, you know. For this kind of stuff. Financialjuice.com? No, I never have. I mainly just look at the charts. Big +1 on that site. I'll check it out. Financial Juice. Give me the juice. I like the name. I gotta tell you, I do like the name. They got an audio stream. You can leave. If you guys want to hear it, I can throw it on. Instead of the relaxing tunes. Financialjuice.com. Keep it juicy. That's what I always say. I have to sign up for this? No. Wow, this site is so busy. I'm sure you can customize it. Yeah, it's free. I know, I see that. They got delayed voice news. Okay, man. It keeps wanting me to sign up. I can't do it right now. It's not actually delayed. I mean, it doesn't really even matter, right? Like, it's better to just pay attention to the charts, don't you think? Like, you can't action any trades off of what they're saying. Wasn't it like it was much better for me to just pay attention to the ES here, and we had a shit 4-hour close, so I shorted, you know what I mean? I think that's gonna help me more. Oh yeah, I'm sure that what news does is it just fuels the fire, right? Nothing beats price action. Price action's king. So what news does is it just makes things go faster. Been trading these markets for like 15 years, man. So like I've been around the block with news, you know. It's my in my opinion anyway. It's just I found it much more beneficial to me and my trading if I just focus on the chart, and it doesn't matter what the news says, you know. It's nice to know what when there's like FOMC day or like non-farm payrolls or something like that, something big, because then you just know there's going to be a massive wickshaw in like a massive up and down, a massive wick. So it's good to have it in your mind that's going to happen, so you don't get stopped out. If you're in a position, you can have your stop in a decent spot. Or if you know that's going to happen, what I like to do too is put orders way down in the chart, you know what I mean, that are nowhere near the price at an untested level. Usually that's where they stop it, right? So it's good to do it like that. That's how I find anyway. Yeah, I'm glad you see it like that. Opacity. Because some people are like, they trade the news. I don't understand how you can. You know? I wish I would have got more than one fucking contract short, you know? That's too bad. So ES could bounce this level here. This is an untested area right here. They did kind of test it once, so we'll see what they do. Underneath this, the liquidity. I like the bottom one a little bit better. This is where the PT is. This one's highly untested. But honestly, even I wouldn't take longs down there, right? Like, it's down here. It looks like at this point, like, look what they've done. You know what I mean? They're that's not a very convincing close. Appreciate that follow. Or whatever it was. I can't even see the alert. The activity feed doesn't work anymore. I need to update my shit. What I am gonna do is take out these other contracts I have here still remaining, and I'm just gonna get this sorted out here where the stops in profit. No need to lose, you know. So it looks like the win streak is gonna continue there, folks. Let's go. We've been on a fucking bastard of a run, just a blaster of a run. Really, it's been crazy. I got back from Europe September 17th. September 17th is when I got back. Let's fucking go. We're at 2269 times 6 accounts. Boom. Really, this I really should have been paying. What fucking stinks in here, man? Oh, the printer. I really should have been paying much more attention to the Russell, man. This Russell trade was way better. Look at this. Look at this, man. This retest here, after putting in these closes already. I don't know, man. After taking out this, that would have been a way better short. You know, really would have been. Retesting this, like retesting this to the fucking T. You know, god damn. That would have been a much better short. But oh well, what can you do? What can you do? BDP, are you short? BDP, did you go short? You better fucking short at BDP. Okay, I'm just gonna push the rest of this. We're pushing it, boys. I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm just going to. I just don't care anymore. Boom. Well, the win streak continues, boys. Up 120 per account. Pop this in the Discord for the receipts. Pop this in the old Discord for the receipts. What do we do now? I remember back in the day, I used to work 12 hours for 120 bucks. Now it's only 1 hour. LFG, boys. LFG. Opax, I hope you join the Discord, bro. We're in the Discord all the time. Chatting charts. I'm here every day, so I appreciate you stopping by. I live in Bali, right? So it's a little harder for me to trade to be here the whole time. I normally just come to the market at 8 o'clock and trade until 10:30 or 11. It's I don't know, it's just a little bit easier. BDP, did you go short? Tell me you're fucking short, brother. God damn it. Tell me you're short. Craftsman, did you short? I wish I would have had more than short BTC. Yeah, nice. Nice. I'm glad I got out of that long position. We could see a little move here now. That but really I think that we're headed lower, a little bit lower on ES. And then honestly, like, that's a real shit close. This is shit. I think we might take some liquidity. I think we're headed to 43, honestly. Another 40 points down. Another 40 point down, boys. Yeah. NQ does look a lot better than ES. Not super lots better, but at least it looks a little bit better, you know? Yeah, it's still pretty shit close. Still pretty shit. Really good failure to gain, though. It was really good. Anybody who took that winning, maybe BDP. Maybe BDP took it. I don't know. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. He's real quiet right now. Usually he's quiet when he's thinking. Anyway, boys, that's gonna be it for me today. Sorry that's not more, but you know, we're big on the lifestyle trading here. I'm just gonna take my $700 and hit the road, you know. Thank you guys all for coming out. Appreciate you guys. I'll check out that website, OPAX. Maybe we can incorporate it into the stream somehow with the audio. We'll check it out anyway. Appreciate you guys all for stopping in. New guys, make sure you hit up the Discord. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.